Y'all, they have done it again. Another massive bombshell dropped on us in the Wonders Discord in announcements. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So let's pop over to Discord. So as we can see, there is a post from Frenchie yesterday at 8 p.m. I know a lot of my other content creator friends and Wonders have already posted, but as I said in my last video, I like to give a little time to see what the community is thinking and see how people are reacting to things. So now that it's been about a little over 12 hours, let's dig in, see what this says, see what people are thinking, and talk about what I'm thinking. So Frenchie said, Draco Malfoy? No, Phelan Voss. And I was kind of just like, what? Because for those of you who have seen my original video where I was speculating, what did I say? I said no Harry Potter. And I said it again in the video from yesterday. I mentioned this when he said largest IP. I was wrong. Wrong. These are some big names that we are going to be talking about in this video. But let me get through this announcement and then we can talk about my thoughts and feelings. And Frenchie said, I want to share a few things with you all before ad creatives begin spilling the news. 1. Tom Felton of Draco Malfoy is joining us in the lead role for Call of the Stones as Phelan Voss. He's a Stone Seeker, new type of wonder. That's interesting. You will see that he needs story tokens to realize his full power. 4. Powerful he is. Wait until you see what story tokens can do. 5. He is not alone. There are other Stone Seekers. A few thoughts. I believe that the addition of existing fan bases will help us grow significantly in 2026. Tom is excited to be on board. He's genuinely thrilled learning the game. He's with us for multiple sets and will help tell his large following about us. His face and resume will help send strong social signals about what we are building. Think about it, we have one of the most prolific game designers of all time combined with engaged guest stars with large built-in followings, and nothing here breaks our world. Phelan Voss is our character in our universe. He is not SpongeBob. He fits, he belongs. Just like loving or hating a character during a movie, Wonders will work the same way. The only time you will see the name Tom Felton or another guest star is on the little autograph certification below their signature if you pull an autograph card. Autos will be rare and special. The vast majority of Stone Seekers will never pull one. But when you do, we hope you love and cherish it. If you don't, that's what makes a CCG so much fun. Trade it for what you want. I believe that there will be takers, but that's up to the market. If you see our ads in the wild, please strike a like or a thoughtful comment. It helps the algorithm and helps new folks get feedback from real collectors and players versus the AI will be the end of us all mob. More to come, Jay. There's also this video. I'll play it for you. I've also pulled a lot of still shots from it so that y'all can see it. So, a lot to dissect from this. I mean, Tom Felton, that's massive. I mean, if I were not already a trading card player, I would be like the exact target audience that they're trying to get involved in the game. I'm guessing with using Tom Felton. Like, the number of females that this could potentially draw into Wonders is so high because I am not like a rabid fangirl, but there are rabid fangirls, and let me just leave it at that, because when people love characters, they love characters. Stone Seeker being a new type of wonder is awesome, and we'll talk more about this once we start looking at some of the comments in Discord. I'm not going to pop those up as I'm reading through them. I don't want to, like, it's not really doxing if it's your Discord name, but still, I try to only talk about specific people if they're a member of the team, and occasionally I'll use a Discord name if you are a big member of the community and you're not saying anything super, like, decisive. I don't want anybody to think that I'm, like, trying to go, nye. So won't be sharing my screen while I'm scrolling. If you're curious enough to figure it out, you can go scroll through Discord. I will probably be reading word for word. You can search it up. You can find it. If you take umbrage with that, feel free to let me know in the comments. I want to protect people, and I want to have this be a healthy discourse conversation. So, Stone Seekers, really cool. We can talk about why in a little while. Story tokens, again, we can come back to that. The big thing, he is not alone. There are other Stone Seekers. That's huge. So it's not just going to be like where Magic has gotten these days, where you get like one Planeswalker per set. There are going to be multiple Stone Seekers. And Cap points this out, and we'll talk about it again when we come to it. There could even be multiple Stone Seekers per orbital. I would bet money that every orbital is getting a Stone Seeker, but it might be that some orbitals are getting more than one. And I mean, you'll see in the pictures as we look at them, I think Frenchie is absolutely right about Phelan Voss not being SpongeBob. Like, he fits into the vibes. So, you know, we'll take a look at that when we're looking at pictures. And I'll go ahead and play this video for you, and download it, play it now, so that you can see what the video we're looking at. Cool. First comment, I want to be a quill hunter. So this is talking about Phelan Voss's class. He is a Stone Seeker quill hunter. So, quill, methinks it revolves around one quill in particular. Methinks it's the Phoenix quill. Now the question is this possibly the friend? Is Phelan Voss possibly the friend? The friend from the note, that's the lore that we have right now. I don't know, but it makes me think. Now, the next thing somebody says was, odd idea, I thought the player was the Stone Seeker, regarding the announcement. Joe Doug chimes in, it's both, smiley face. So it sounds like Stone Seekers are going to serve a similar mechanical purpose to Planeswalkers in Magic. I don't think they're going to work with the same pluses and minuses. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how the Stone Seeker is both the player and a type of card, where we are Stone Seekers, we are going out looking, and these are just allies that we're working with and finding help along the way. So we get another post from Frenchie, which I think is really important. This is how the autograph is navigated. Because the Stone Seeker's abilities revolve around our new story token mechanic, there's plenty of space left for the ink. And again, autos and wonders will be special in all capitals. Yes, it is an auto or blank in pack/box collation, but make no mistake, they will be rare. I just don't want anyone to start thinking you will rip a case and have a bunch of autos. You won't. Lol. And he posted 2 pictures. The first is this Phelan Voss non-auto card. We can see that, you know, he's got the primary Stone Seeker Quill Hunter, Phelan Voss. He's core. Archivist Guild is a new faction, and we've got the normal text down here. He's a mythic, unsurprising that he's core, like a bunch of fun stuff. We'll deep dive into this again in a minute, once I'm done reading through what we've been talking about and as a community. This is what it looks like with the auto. Still formless foil, still all this information, just a bunch of room added at the bottom for this autograph. I'm gonna scooch my phone because it is leaning against my computer a little bit. And as you can see, right down here is the only place there that it will say Tom Felton that he was talking about. Right here it says Tom Felton certified autograph, right there. Didn't mean to zoom in, but you know what? It works. And so, you know, it just looks really cool. I think it looks clean, and I love that they're formless foils. Put you back where it's supposed to be. And I think this kind of makes a lot of people feel better. I think one of the big concerns was that it would, you know, autos can cover up a lot of the space. They can cover up the art. They can feel clunky. I know that's one of the things I was seeing a lot of concern about. But there's a lot of people who are saying really good things. This is really cool. I'm ready. Of course, he's boundless. Pretty cool idea. Looking forward to see more from the set. Frenchie also says, story tokens can evolve a Stone Seeker's power over time. It's quite elegant. So I'm assuming that we can get different story tokens. Like, we're going to get probably 3 to 5, I'm guessing. I don't know. Could be 1. That just, it feels unwonders like to just give us 1. And I don't know. People think that seem to do things in prime numbers for some reason. Like, just feels right. So I'm guessing a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 5. For story tokens, for how many are made for each Stone Seeker. I'm not really sure, though. We'll see. And then people are, you know, continuing to comment, and then Frenchie posts a clearer image of the box. Something big to talk about here. So, we see the box. We see guaranteed 1 celebrity guest autograph or serialized foil inside the box. This is the limited edition collector booster box. Over 90 foil cards per box. 5+ mythics per box on average. Plus 1 bonus alt art silver pack. This is first edition, unsurprising. Here's the thing. There's a little sticker down at the bottom. Right here. Look for celebrity guest autographs from Tom Felton, we knew about. Arnold Vosloo and Ben Affleck and more. What? More names? More names are spoiled for us? These are people from, like, my childhood. Like, these are movies that I loved as a kid. Like, Harry Potter, watched it so much as a kid. The Mummy, Arnold Vosloo is the mummy in the Mummy, like, the 2003 one with, like, the best movie of all time. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's amazing. And Ben Affleck? What? Like, like, where we are in caliber of celebrities is very different than I guessed in my original video. Like, Ben Affleck is a name. He is a big, big name. Like, the man's played Batman. You know that's big. Like, when we look at the list of people who've played Batman, they've gone on to do big things. Like, that's a big name. And of course, Valen Voss, Tom Felton as Valen Voss, is on the box, which I think is really cool. But, like, who else? It says and more. Like, Tom Felton, Arnold Vosloo, Ben Affleck, and more. There's more names. Like, I'm shocked. So we'll see. I'm sure that as the set comes closer to launch, we will hear more names. But I'm bamboozled. I am shocked. I am, like, just wow. So, sorry, getting brain back on track after Le Shock. I've read that before, but it still is a shock to me. Somebody asked if the autos would be stickers or on card, and Frenchie said, and pardon Frenchie's French here as I read it word for word, I would kick my own ass if I made a sticker product, my friend, on the damn card only, which a lot of people are very happy about. I'm happy about. Eric said, I won't allow stickers in any product I'm a part of. And then he said, Jeff answered. There's some big names, and it's going to be on card. For those of you who don't know what this is about, a lot of autographed sports cards, instead of the player signing the actual card, they sign like a sheet of stickers, and the sticker just goes on the card. They don't do that with Boba, so I'm not surprised to see that they're not doing that here. And so Frenchie also gave us another spoiler about Arnold Foslo. We don't want to typecast, but after much consideration, we put him in Umbra where he belongs. His cards are insane, truly. He also said Tom is about to fire up Broadway's Draco. We're trying to work around scheduling to get him to the Shattering. No promises, but he wants to come, so we'll do our best. He might be at the Shattering? Like, holy guacamole, that would be, like, amazing. I'm almost, like, speechless thinking about that. Like, that's amazing. Like, so cool. And so we just, the conversation continues from there. People are guessing Petrian Elf Batman for Ben Affleck. A bunch of really, really cool stuff. And so, you know, I think the next big piece of this, and I'm scrolling to find it, is people talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man in Magic, and how, like, people are really frustrated with Universes Beyond because it kind of takes you out of the game. I know Capricorn says, "This is insane news, everyone. Now I have to fire up the camera and make a video because I can't contain myself. The actors to play Draco, the Mummy, and that dude from Dogma as characters." And it says, "And more. I think everyone is going to lose their minds. The ultimate have my cake and eat it too. Answers to MTG's Universe Beyond disaster." So he's having some fun there by saying the dude from Dogma for sure. And so I think it's really cool that they're putting characters into the game. It doesn't, like, take you out of it. It's not like, cool, Draco's in Wonder now. Like, yes, you'll probably hear me refer to Tom Felton as Draco on accident because, like, that's how, when I see that face, that's what I think. Because I watched Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, like, I am an uber nerd. That shouldn't be a surprise to anyone who watches my channel. I watch this sort of stuff religiously growing up. I see that face and I associate that. But it's not like Draco is in the game. Like, the actual character Draco. It's just Tom Felton playing another character, which I think is really, really cool, and I think it fits the vibe of Wonders. Frenchie said, made another point that they're about getting stuff out to game stores, so they'll be able to order stuff. And I think people are just really, like, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that they prefer this to Universes Beyond because it doesn't pull you out of the game. It just kind of immerses you more and adds a level of passion for some people. Frenchie does say that the Stone Seekers IP will be owned by the company. The celebrity obviously keeps their NIL, but the archival rights and such are in perpetuity. That's much akin to how a celebrity in a movie would work. It's insane. Like, y'all, I thought we were gonna get something similar, but not this. This is insane. And, like, I had no idea it was going to be this big. Like, if you've seen my first video, you can tell I was not expecting it to be that big. And it, you know, the conversation continues. I'm not going to bore you by reading it all, but another big thing that Capricorn says is, we don't know he isn't from Boundless. There could be more than one of these per orbital right. I think that's in response to a comment made about guessing whether or not one of the other names listed could be Boundless. And he's right. Nowhere does it say it's one Stone Seeker per orbital. No, like, there's no specification. We could have multiple ones per orbital, like I said earlier. We could have one per orbital. We could have, you know, 4 now and 2 then, 2 in the next set after. I don't really think that's happening. I think every orbital is going to be getting one. I think it's just really, 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 really exciting. And so I want to talk about some of these images and really like deep dive into them. Sorry, I am not doing the best video management today, y'all. So let's look at some of these pictures. So in the video, we get snapshots of a couple different versions of Valen Voss. I'm guessing these are alt arts. Knowing Wonders, they're probably doing alt arts. And I've tried to pull the images out for you. I'm calling them Valen 1, 2, and 3 because I'm lazy like that. Valen 1, obviously we don't see the full image, but like, looks like this is such a cool image to me. Like, and I think we're getting alt arts. I think this is what this is telling us. And like, they're just so cool because there's this one, there's Valen 1, there's Valen 2, and I think it's really interesting that in a lot of these images, he's holding an orb, like an orb of energy. It's on the box art too, like, it's in this one, it's also in Valen 3, like, he's holding an orb in a lot of the images. And if we didn't already know he was in Boundless, I would have guessed Boundless. He's wearing a lot of white, like a lot of white. And of course, we actually get, you know, the box spoiled where I think that's the same art as Valen 3, but I'm not exactly sure with a different background. And it's got a lot of really, really cool information on it. I'm 99% sure that the actual card here that's spoiled at the very end of the video is the same as the this card, the Valen Voss, on play and tap free, create a story token in this or an adjacent realm. So, you know how I said 3, 1, 3, 5? I guarantee 1, 2, 3, 5. I guarantee you now, looking at this, that it's 2, 3, or 5. I'd bet money. Because on play and tap free, create a story token, there's got to be at least 2 different story tokens based on that. Like, there's got to be. Also, another guarantee that this is, we're going to have alt arts, TFA-1-A. A. There's an A. We only use A's in alt arts and things that have alt arts. So, called it with the other images. I am sure that the other YouTubers are saying the same thing, but you know what? I'm excited. I want to be happy about it and like look at it. Having the Archivist Guild is also new. One of the things that I'm definitely going to be wondering about is, what do the story tokens do? Like, are they all items? Some of them could be wonders, maybe. I'm not sure. Are they all going to be mythic? How are we going to pull them? What's the pull rate look like? Because this is a great card. Valen Voss is great, but 6 power, 6 cost, 11 power. Without those story tokens, this is a significantly worse card. So the question is going to be, how hard is it to pull the story tokens that you need to be able to play? How much trading are we going to have to do to make playing Stone Seekers viable? Especially depending on how many Stone Seekers there are. Because if there's a lot of Stone Seekers and a lot of story tokens, and they're filling up one of those mythic slots in packs, that could be a big deal. Wonders is usually smart about planning for that type of thing, so I don't think that they're going to create a product where, like, every mythic that you pull out of a pack is going to be a story token. I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't know what their plan for getting story tokens out to us and making sure that we get enough story tokens is. So there's that as well to think about and see where things come from. You know, there's just a lot to talk about. And so I've kind of been yapping for a minute. I'm really excited about this. This has massive implications for the game. I think that, like, this is what's going to affect the power balance of cards. Because depending on what these story tokens do, like, Tom Felton's card might work really well with some other Boundless Nullify cards, and like click. It might work really well with Emma to fit with Lore. If I'm right and he's the friend who writes the letter, then it might specifically work well with Emma. Like, and the fact that they have story tokens and we don't know specifically what they do is really cool. I'm excited. I'm yammering a lot. You can tell I'm excited because I'm talking faster and like I'm really animated. Sorry y'all. There's just a lot that I'm excited for. So, this is what I got for you today. I hope that you are excited. I would love to know what you're thinking about this now that we have seen what the cards are gonna look like now that we know more. Now that we know what it looks like, is it immersive versus not for you, all this stuff. What do you think? Please, please, please comment below, let me know what you think. I'm obviously ecstatic, but like I'm basically the target audience for this. Aside from the fact that I play TCGs. Like, I am the nerd who might not play TCGs, and the person who would like look at cards like this and be like, that's cool, I want to play that. So let me know what you think, and please, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and keep being your wonderful selves.